And he came and saw fruit thereon, and found none. Then said he to the dresser of his vineyard, behold, pay attention here, these 3 years I come seeking fruit on this fig tree, and find none. Cut it down. Why covereth it the ground? This is a parable, and the characters can be filled in. The owner is God the Father. The caretaker here is the Son. Jesus began his public ministry in Israel at the age of 30. He actually began his public ministry at the age of 12. When they thought they had lost him, he went back to Jerusalem, 3-day journey. They thought he was with the uncle or the cousin or someone. Went back to Jerusalem and searched the city of Jerusalem to try to find him. Finally, they went at the last place they searched was the temple. And there was Jesus in the temple teaching the ancient men. To asking them questions and answering them questions. And Mary, like a true mother, she went off. She said, your father and I have been worried about you. The word said, you've been all over the city looking for you. And Jesus, beginning his public ministry, he said, how is it that you look for me any place other than here? Why won't you start your search here? Don't you know it must be about my father's business? Contrary to what they say about him being the carpenter, that's not what he did. That's why you have a big gap in scriptures. From the years of 12, then you get your next record of him when he's 30, an 18-year gap. He wasn't building chairs and furniture during that time. He had a very rich uncle, Uncle Joseph, called Joseph of Arimathea. He was a shipping magnate. He went around the world. And Jesus was delivered into Uncle Joe's custody, and he had these stories, these rumors around the world, different nations, to talk about this Messiah who came to their country and preached about the kingdom of God. When he got back to Jerusalem, back to Israel, he was a seasoned pro. He never got around by them. They understand that this boy, this young man who began his public ministry at the age of 30, which the law required, he had to be 30 years old before he can operate in the priesthood. When he came on the scene, he had 18 years on his belt. He never said, he never stuttered. He never gasped. He could answer those questions directly. He could talk about this situation, about the Galileans who were killed by Pilate, and the people who were victims of a tire fund because he'd been around the world in tragedy. And he learned that everybody who escapes is not good, and everybody who gets killed is not bad. Just the way things fall out sometimes. So he's 30 years old now. He died when he was 33 and a half. Oh, I can't hear you guys. Then said he unto the dresser of his vineyard, behold, these 3 years I come seeking fruit on this tree, on this fig tree, and find none. Cut it down. Why cumbered it the ground? And the answering said unto him, Lord, let it alone this year also. Well, you're the end, Dolores. How do you say? He searched for 3 years. Which means he's doing what now? Working. Now, a parable cannot always give you the exact details and everything. But in this case here, your 4th year is the same as your 14th. And the answer said to him, Lord, let it alone this year also. In this 4th year, God shall dig about it and dug it. And if it bear fruit, well. And if not, then after that, thou shalt cut it down. He said 2 things happen. Either that here or there, they'll bring forth fruit, and I'll take them to the vineyard, or it'll be all over. But either way, it ends in that 4th year. He's getting more and more comprehension. He told us 90 ways of Sunday what you're going to do. This was totally unexpected to me because he gave me this repent message. Then as I was walking in, he said, oh, just add that too. And I had no idea what it was about, so okay, I'll read it. So there he goes again. Offering time.